Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to 7th class social. I am your social teacher from United Public School, Tandur. So my dear students, in our previous session we will start our second chapter, Rain and Rivers. So in our previous class we was discussed about rivers, transformation of a stream into a broad river and rivers of Telangana. So today we are going to discuss and learn about facing the challenges in cyclone and floods. So we are going to know about when the cyclone and floods are come, what challenges are for all living things. Okay, India has a long coastline and it is frequently faced with destructive cyclones from the Bay of Bengal. When heavy winds blow from the sea, heavy rains lash the lands and high waves make the sea very unsafe. So my dear students, what happened? From where the cyclones are come? Yes, the cyclones are come from the Bay of Bengal. Okay. Heavy winds, heavy rains lash the lands. Okay. And they make the sea very unsafe. These usually occur between June and December. So my dear students, in which month they happen? Yes, in the month of June and December. The worst cyclone hit the east coast in November 1977 when 6-meter high tidal waves swept across village in coastal areas, killing 9,941 people. At least 100 villages were washed away by the cyclonic storms and the ensuing floods. In which year the worst cyclones was come? Yes, in 1977 in the month of November. Okay, and this cyclone is 6-meter. Okay, and 9,941 people was killed. Okay, and almost 100 villages are washed away, suffering from the cyclone. Okay, seen from air, it seemed like a sheet of water drawn over the affected areas, floating in the swirling water. How was looking? Yes, it's looking like a sheet of water over the affected area. Okay, formation of cyclones may seem natural, over which human beings have no control. However, the impact of these disasters are heightened all lessened due to how our society is organized and prepared. So my dear students, so we cannot control the cyclone. It's natural. Okay, and these cyclone affect on people's. For example, you see who lives in the most vulnerable part of the land which is most affected by cyclone. You will find that it is the poorest people who live in there with least resources to defend themselves. So here is an example that, however, where the poorest people live, yes, poorest people live where the place is not good and there is chances to cyclone, tsunami, etc. The poorest people live there with the least sources. Okay, because they don't have money, so they live in these places. Okay, the sea coast are lined with the huts of poor fishers folk and the lowlands of the towns and villages which get flooded are usually inhabited by the slums of the poor. The people who live in high cement concrete buildings are able to store food, water, etc. for many years. Thus we can see the disaster affect the poorest the most. Yes. So where the poor people lives, yes, the poor people lives in the huts and in the slum areas. But on the other hand, where the rich people live, yes, the rich people live in the cement concrete building which are very perfect and strong. So if the disaster cyclone was come, they can handle and they can store the food in their buildings because their buildings are good. But on the other hand, what about the poor people? Yes, they cannot store the food. The water will be come in the houses, huts, in the slum areas. So after this reading, we can see and we can say that disaster affect the poor people. So students, today's your homework is you have to write facing the challenges in cyclones and floods. You have to write this, okay? Write neatly and submit in the group. Hope you will understand. Thank you.